Here are the top stories for July 13th. President Marcos will travel to Singapore this week for a 3-day working visit aimed at strengthening bilateral relations, expanding economic cooperation, and reinforcing regional collaboration ahead of the city-state's assumption of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations chairmanship next year. Presidential Communications Office Undersecretary Claire Castro announced in a press briefing on Monday, July 13th, that the trip will begin on Tuesday, July 14th until Thursday, July 16th. She said the visit forms part of the administration's efforts to further deepen ties between the Philippines and Singapore, one of the country's closest partners in Southeast Asia. Castro said the meeting will focus on expanding collaboration in trade and investment, environmental protection, healthcare, and regional and global development. The House prosecution panel is neither affected nor distracted by the constant guessing game on whether or not Vice President Sara Duterte is going to attend during a given trial date. According to House impeachment advisor Robert Ace Barbers and private prosecutor lawyer Benjamin J. Tolosa Jr., the prosecution team won't change its strategy for the impeachment trial based on the respondent's attendance or non-attendance. Barbers further stated that the prosecution is prepared to conduct a direct examination of the witnesses and the evidence it has presented. Likewise, Tolosa said that regardless of who will be at the trial, whether it be a respondent or anyone else, the strategy of the prosecution remains the same and will present evidence in a proper, efficient, and effective manner. Defense team spokesman lawyer Michael Poa said Monday, July 13th, that Vice President Sara Duterte's definition of bloodbath is that it will be Duterte herself who will bleed after being put on impeachment trial. Poa's pronouncement came after House prosecutors seemed unsatisfied with Duterte's response to the ongoing impeachment trial after her last year's pronouncement that she was ready for a bloodbath once she would face the allegations against her. Poa added that she did not mean any violence with her statement, guessing that it was a subject to a lot of misinterpretation. The National Bureau of Investigation has recommended the filing of criminal cases against former Ateneo de Manila University head coach Tab Baldwin and 11 others, including officials of the Aurora Resort, in relation to the drowning of student-athletes Rene Batarbonia and Divine Adili on June 8th. The pieces of documents were already submitted to the Department of Justice on July 13th, and it came days after the Philippine National Police also recommended the filing of at least 3 criminal cases that also include violation of the anti-hazing law in relation to the deaths of the student-athletes. The NBI explained that Baldwin conceived, planned, and directed the sea drill, and chose the open, surf-exposed site for training with no life vest or medicine and rescue standby. The Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical, and Astronomical Services Administration said on Monday, July 13th, that the weather is expected to improve across the country starting on Tuesday, July 14th, as the southwest monsoon or habagat will no longer affect any part of the country. PAGASA weather specialist Alzar Aurelio said the easterlies, or warm winds coming from the Pacific Ocean, will become the country's dominant weather system and are expected to prevail over the next 2 to 3 days. With the prevalence of the easterlies, most parts of the country are expected to experience generally fair weather, although localized rain showers and thunderstorms may still occur, particularly in the afternoon or evening. Stay updated with the latest news. Visit our website at www.com.ph or follow us on social media. Thanks for tuning in to the Manila Bulletin Daily Rundown.